enormous magical energy!
Sorry, playtime's over.
We all love a good underdog story, but sometimes seeing a character with ridiculous power take down foes is incredibly satisfying. The problem? These shows often fly under the radar, and when you're craving an overpowered hero, missing these anime can be a big no-no. Today at Animeology, we're diving into the world of underrated gems featuring overpowered main characters. Save the drama for another genre and let's meet these incredible heroes. Number 10, Lookism.
Hyung-suk, are you okay?
What?
We meet Park Hyung-suk, a high school student who's constantly bullied and ostracized for being overweight and unattractive. His life is a daily struggle, filled with taunts and a crushing sense of invisibility. Desperate for a fresh start, Hyung-suk transfers to a new school in Seoul, but on the night before his first day, something extraordinary happens. He wakes up in a completely different body, tall, toned, and undeniably handsome. It's a nightmarish dream come true, except it's not a dream. Hyung-suk now has access to two bodies, his original one and this perfect envy-inducing form. The bodies work on a switch system. When one body's awake, the other falls asleep. This newfound beauty unlocks a world of privilege for Hyung-suk. He's suddenly popular, respected, and treated with kindness.
It's really nice to meet you all.
He experiences the stark contrast between how he's treated in each body, a harsh lesson on the power of appearances. But living a double life isn't easy. Hyung-suk struggles to maintain his secret, solve the complexities of his social life, and grapple with his own sense of identity. Is he the awkward, bullied boy or the confident, handsome persona? Number 9, the Iceblade Sorcerer shall rule the world.
You can definitely tell this is a historical building. The construction is flawless.
A prestigious magic academy welcomes its first ever commoner student, Ray White. Sounds pretty ordinary, right? Well, hold on to your hats, because Ray's got a secret so epic it could shatter the school's social hierarchy. You see, Ray's true identity is none other than the legendary Iceblade Sorcerer, the hero who single-handedly saved the country in a past war. But Ray's done with saving the world. All he wants is a normal school life, filled with friendships, maybe joining a quirky club or two. However, keeping his legendary status under wraps proves trickier than a tangled spell scroll. Despite the occasional disguise mishap, Ray manages to make some awesome friends. There's Elisa, the stoic swordswoman, Ariane, the energetic knight, and even Lydia, a powerful sorceress with a mysterious past.
Begin! You have no right to stand on the same soil as me!
Of course, with great power comes great responsibility, and sometimes pesky threats. Whispers of dark forces emerge, and Ray might have to unleash his hidden power once again, but will he embrace his hero title or forge a new path entirely? Only time will tell. Number 8, a returner's magic should be special.
I'll kill you!
After a brutal 10-year war, humanity stands on the brink of annihilation. Among the last lines of defense is Desir Herman, a brilliant but unconventional mage. Just when all hope seems lost, Desir witnesses the destruction of the world by the monstrous destruction dragon, Boromir Napolitan. But wait, in a shocking turn of events, Desir awakens to find himself back in time, 13 years prior to the start of the war. Armed with the knowledge of the future's devastation, Desir is determined to change fate. However, his past self was a mediocre student, nowhere near the powerful mage he would become. Now, Desir must train relentlessly, hone his skills, and prepare for the coming conflict.
But how?
But he won't be alone. Desir recognizes the faces of his fallen comrades from the future, now just teenagers. With his future knowledge, he can identify their hidden talents and potential. He sets about forming a ragtag group, including the fiery swordswoman Romantica, the genius strategist Prom, and the shy healer Lapis. Number 7, Shangri-La Frontier. Meet Rakuro Hizutome, a master of the bizarre. He thrives on conquering the jankiest, buggiest VR games you can imagine. But when he dived into Shangri-La Frontier, the hottest VR MMORPG on the market, Rakuro finds himself completely out of his elements. This game is polished, epic, and absolutely brutal. Yet, Rakuro's unconventional skills and sheer determination to conquer any challenge make him a wild card in this competitive world. He throws himself into battles, quests, and challenges with a reckless abandon that both terrifies and inspires other players. The story isn't just about Rakuro conquering the game though. Shangri-La Frontier throws some wild curveballs his way. There are hidden mechanics to uncover, cryptic hints to decipher, and a whole cast of colorful characters to meet, from the stoic top-ranked player Rei Saiga to the eccentric rabbit guide Emu. Number 6. The Eminence in Shadow. Sid Kagano, in his previous life, craved to be the mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows. Reborn into a world filled with magic and fantasy, Sid sees his chance to fulfill his ultimate Chunibiyu dream, becoming the leader of a secret organization battling a hidden evil. The only problem? The evil organization Sid invents, the Cult of Diablos, is entirely fictional. At least that's what he thinks. Here's the hilarious twist. It turns out the Cult of Diablos is very real, and they're not happy with some random dude messing with their plans. Undeterred, Sid establishes Shadow Garden, a supposedly real organization dedicated to fighting the cult. He recruits a group of enthusiastic and slightly gullible girls, training them with his fabricated techniques and lore about the mythical Diablos.
Fencers that enhance their physical abilities with magic.
The fun lies in Sid's constant internal monologue. While everyone around him believes they're fighting a grand evil, Sid secretly revels in his elaborate roleplay. The anime thrives on the comedic contrast between Sid's over-the-top Chunibiyu persona and the genuine threat posed by the actual Cult of Diablos. Number 5. Ragna Crimson.
He said there was a price to pay. I told him I didn't care.
Humanity trembles under the constant threat of dragons. These monstrous beasts rule the sky, seas, and land, leaving humans clinging to fortified cities for survival. The only defense? Dragon hunters, elite warriors wielding silver weapons forged to slay these behemoths. Now, Ragna is a young and inexperienced dragon hunter. Despite his enthusiasm, Ragna lacks the skill and talent of his peers. He often finds himself overshadowed by his partner, the prodigious Leonika. However, a strange curse seems to follow Ragna. Dragons are inexplicably drawn to him, yet he always manages to survive their attacks. A devastating dragon horde lay waste to cities, including Ragna's hometown. In the midst of the chaos, Ragna encounters a powerful crimson dragon unlike any he's seen before. This dragon, simply called Crimson, defies his kind and offers Ragna a shocking proposition, an alliance.
The obvious solution is to slay every last dragon, exterminate them all, with my own hands!
Crimson reveals a hidden truth. The Dragon Monarchs, leaders of their kind, are plotting to dominate the world completely. Crimson, a rebel against his own race, seeks a way to stop them. He sees potential in Ragna, recognizing the mysterious pull dragons feel towards him. This unlikely partnership is forged in desperation, with Ragna driven by a thirst for revenge and a desire to protect what remains of humanity. Number 4. Dead Mount Death Play. A legendary hero is on the verge of defeating the ultimate evil, the necromancer known as the Corpse God. Just as victory seems assured, the Corpse God pulls a fast one, a forbidden reincarnation spell. Instead of facing oblivion, the Corpse God is reborn as Polka Shinoyama, a seemingly ordinary young boy living in modern-day Tokyo. The problem? Polka still retains the memories and powers of the Corpse God, but trapped in a weak, child-sized body. Here's where things get interesting. Tokyo isn't quite the ordinary city it seems. There's a hidden world teeming with supernatural forces, and various factions are hunting Polka down. One such group is led by Misaki Sakamiya, a high school girl who can see spirits and holds a personal grudge against the Corpse God. As Polka struggles to adapt to his new life and untangle the mysteries of his past, he must also contend with these supernatural threats. He finds unlikely allies along the way, including a group who revere the corpse god and believe his return is prophesized. Number 3. Hell's Paradise.
So why do you continue to lie to yourself? It was impossible to kill you because of the deep feelings you have for her. Do you not care about life?
Gabimaru the Hollow isn't exactly a shining knight. He's a ruthless ninja assassin condemned to death for his bloody deeds. But fate has a twisted sense of humor. Instead of a clean execution, Gabimaru is offered a shot at redemption, a chance to earn his freedom. The catch? He must join a ragtag group of convicts on a perilous mission to a legendary island rumored to hold the elixir of life. This island, however, is no paradise. It's a treacherous land teeming with monstrous creatures and guarded by a mysterious force.
Then let me show you. Ninpo Ascetic Blaze.
Gabimaru isn't alone. Each convict is paired with a highly skilled executioner tasked with ensuring their compliance or eliminating them if they try to escape. Our unlikely hero gets partnered with Yamada Asaimon Sagari, a stoic young woman with a renowned executioner clan. Number 2. Arifureta.
Shit! Do you die if you eat monster meat?
Hajime Nagumo is your average otaku that just happens to get summoned to another world with his entire high school class. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, not for Hajime. While his classmates receive powerful, heroic abilities, Hajime gets stuck with a weak crafting skill. To make matters worse, he's ostracized and bullied by some classmates, particularly during a dungeon expedition. Betrayed by one of them, Hajime plunges into the abyss of the dungeon, presumed dead. But Hajime is not going down without a fight. He survives the fall and clings to life in the monster-infested depths. Driven by anger and a will to survive, Hajime utilizes his crafting skill in ingenious ways. He creates makeshift weapons and armor, and even starts consuming the monsters to gain their abilities. A dark and desperate path to power.
I wonder, will I find hope waiting inside like she did?
Transformed by the harsh environment and his newfound power, Hajime emerges from the dungeon a completely different person. He's stronger, more cynical, and fueled by a desire for revenge against those who wronged him. Number 1. 86. In the war-torn world of 86, the Republic of San Magnolia boasts a flawless defense, a legion of unmanned drones battling the neighboring Giadian Empire. But the truth is far from glorious. These drones are actually piloted by the ostracized 86ers, citizens branded as Colorada, less than human, and relegated to the desolate 86 sector. Here, we meet our protagonist, Lena, a compassionate Republic handler stationed far from the battlefield, and Shin, a jaded but skilled 86er leading a squad known as the Spearhead. Despite the physical distance, they're connected through a special communication technology, allowing Lena to command Shin and his team. Lena, unlike most of the Republic, cares deeply for the 86ers and strives to understand their plight. Through their unique connection, she witnesses the harsh realities of their suicidal missions and the camaraderie that binds them together.
That Luva, what's it doing out there?
Shin, hardened by war and prejudice, initially distrusts Lena's sincerity, but as they fight for survival and uncover the true nature of the war, a bond begins to form.